see here is an outdoor hydroponic operation that we've had going all summer long. We've been growing vegetables for myself and my family during the entire summer. The system consists of a series of troughs with a float valve system servicing each of the two troughs, and then a nutrient delivery system in which we have the nutrient solution in these large barrels. It flows down by gravity. And with the float valve system, as the nutrient solution is used, the float valve system opens and then maintains a constant water table in the bottom of each one of these troughs. As you can see here, okra is still growing. You got to remember now that this is the end of September, so most of the crops that we had in production are no longer here. We grew tomatoes and green beans and lettuce and peppers during the season, and we're now slowly switching over to strawberries. Hi, I'm Dr. J.P. Jones, and I'll be the host for this video on our new hydroponic system, which we call Aquanutrient system. And later on, we'll be showing a operation in the greenhouse. What you see here is really just a prototype. We'll have a more sophisticated operation we'll show you for greenhouse operation. We just wanted to see whether or not the system would work well in an outside environment, and we've been very pleased with its production. Let's walk over here and we'll just show you several of the crops that are still remaining. We have the banana peppers still in production and doing quite well. And we planted these tomatoes late in the season. This is a patio tomato, and they're growing extremely well. I hope that the fall frost won't come along and end it all, but you can see that there are quite a few fruit on these plants, and hopefully we'll get quite a bit of production. The thing that surprises me is how well they have done very late in the season. And then let's go over here and we'll show you a strawberry trough that we have where we've been growing strawberries now for several years. This is a strawberry operation which demonstrates how well the Aquanutrient system works. I planted these strawberries in the fall of last year. We had a fall crop of berries. They went through the winter, just left it out here outside. We had a very nice spring crop. And then this summer, we've been getting a number of runners from these plants. And it's the runners that we've been using to plant over in the other grow troughs, which you saw a few moments ago. Now this system consists of two boxes, which we have perlite as the growing media. We have a center box in which the nutrient solution level is maintained. And the way we do that is that we have a bottle here with a small hole in the bottom. We fill the bottle with nutrient solution, set it in the box itself, and as the nutrient solution and water is required by the plants, then it refills, maintaining this constant water table in the bottom of each of these two boxes. The system works extremely well in a very simple operation. As I say, what surprised me was that it went through the winter very, very well, and we had an excellent spring crop, and I'm looking forward to having a fall crop and a spring crop next year. Well, what is it that makes the Aquanutrient system work? Well, it's a combination of things. It's the growing trough that we have, the growing media. We can use either perlite or a mixture of pine bark and perlite. Pine bark is very unique because it offers buffer capacity to the growing media, as well as providing some degree of disease control. If root diseases are a problem in the growing area that you're growing in, the pine bark can be very effective in keeping the disease problem from being a major difficulty in growing. The other factor is the nutrient solution and the method of control. The nutrient solution is maintained in a constant water table in the bottom of this trough. Remember now, this is a total consumption system. All of the water and the nutrients are used. There's no runoff, no disposal of unspent nutrient solution, and also no problem with the environmental problems that can come as a result of having disposed of a nutrient solution. In addition, we don't have to monitor the nutrient solution. We don't have to monitor its pH, we don't have to monitor its nutrient content or its EC. And the solution is never recirculated. It's total consumption. The unique design of the trough provides another very significant control, and that is it controls root growth. And let's go over here. You may remember earlier in our discussion, we had okra plants, and you see the size of these plants. And let's take a look at the root system that we have. You see you have a relatively small root system. This means now that the root system, if you have an ever-expanding root system, requires carbohydrate and requires oxygen. And one of the major problems that we have in many hydroponic growing systems is that the root system continues to expand and develop. And that root system requires carbohydrate, which is taken from photosynthesis, and also requires oxygen. And also one of the other major problems that we have in many hydroponic growing systems is what they call root death, which is really the effect of not having adequate oxygen to support the root system, and roots eventually begin to die. But I think the success and the reason the Aquanutrient system works so extremely well is the fact that we do control root growth. What we need are actively functioning roots, not a huge root mass. And let's take a look at this pepper plant. You got to remember now that these plants are about almost 3 months old. You can see there's still some peppers growing here. And again, look at the size of the root mass. And also you see we've got nice white roots, no indication of root death, none of the problems that you have in most other hydroponic growing systems in which the roots grow all over the place, and we have problems in their support and in maintaining adequate oxygen. Well, let's review for a moment then what are the factors that make the Aquanutrient system work. They are the unique growing trough. The trough you see here is a folded PVC sheets that folded into a very specific size. The uniqueness of the growing media, either perlite or a mixture of perlite and pine bark, and then the unique nutrient solution composition itself and the method of delivery, which is this maintenance of a constant water table. So these are the factors that are significant factors, and the end result is greater top growth and fruit yield, lesser root growth and development, which pulls on the carbohydrate levels and requirements, which can be then contributed to increased top growth and increased fruit yield.